Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I am on today to do my week 2. I've got the window open, so if things start blowing around, it's because I've got the door open rather. So this is Create with Scrimping Mummy. This is week 2 of our Mixed Media Challenge 2, where this time she's made it a bit harder. So she's only going to give us a colour chart and some prompts. So this week we have got this. So this is our colour palette. So you've got, like, I don't know what you'd call that. I mean, it's a dark blue, and then you've got this lighter blue, pale blue, and then it's sort of an orange or pale skin sort of colour. Yeah, that's our colour chart anyway. And then our prompts, which is what we have to use to make our mixed media page. You have to use the first one, butterflies, because it's on the picture here. So butterflies you've got to use. You haven't got to use all of the others if you don't want to, but I'm going to try and use them all. So we've got butterflies, we've got circles, we've got splatter, stamping, and marker pens. So we've also got some sentiments, just winging it, and don't just fly, darling, soar. So that's our sentiments. So I'll leave those there. So what I've done, I'm going to keep my colour chart just here so you can see it. I found this piece of paper, which is virtually spot on with the end one, so we can use that. I've got a couple of ink colours. So I've got this apricot, which is more the sort of the darker one, and then I've got this one which is Starry Starry Night, which comes out a little bit like this. So we've got those that we could use if we want to. I've then gone through my pen colours because we've got marker pens, and I've got this glitter marker which is very much this colour. I've also got this Hobbycraft one which is that colour. I've gone through my aqua markers, and we've got Peacock Blue, which comes out pretty much like that. I'll just show you actually on the yeah, I've got Peacock Blue, Cerulean Blue, Turquoise Blue, and Powder Pink. And I'll show you the reason why I chose those, because in my, where's my book? And I would recommend, if you have never done a swatch on your colours, definitely do it, because it makes life so much easier when you're looking for them. So I went through my colours. So I basically got, I think it was number 66. No, 63. 68, which is that one. So let's get those out the way. So 60, those two. I've then gone on my aqua markers, and I've got number 68 on this one, which is 68 is, can't see it now, and the other one is 63, which is that one there. So that's pretty much those colours. Then you've got these two, which are your glitter markers. That's my watercolour pen. So glitter markers, that's this one, which is this one here, which is pretty much that colour as well. So that's it's a good idea to do a swatch, because if you're looking for a certain colour, you can then just get your book out and get it out. So we've got the pens, and that will be the marker pens. I'll come to that bit in a minute. I've come to that bit. I've also found some other coloured paper which sort of matches, so I don't know, we could get away with those two as those two. I think they're pretty similar. So that's that. I've then found this blue cardstock, which is very, it's a little bit metallic, but it's pretty much that colour. I've also gone ahead and die cut some butterflies in that blue, so we've got those to use. I kept the little, oh, I don't need to keep that part, that's for sure, but Yeah, I kept that bit just in case I wanted to use that on my page. So we got the butterflies. I then found some butterfly paper, if you can just see, and it's very similar to that colour. So I cut some circles out, which meant I'm using the circles. Just use my 1-inch circle and cut those out. Now, what did I do here? Oh yes, this is that's the Starry Night, so I was practicing it. Stamping. So I found some stamps. I've got this one, which has got a butterfly on it, and some words, because we're allowed to use black and white as well. That's our basic colours. I've also got some butterflies. I've got quite a selection of butterflies, so I've gone through and taken those out. I don't know which ones I'll use, but we've got them there available. I've also got some circles in my stamps, and I've got some splatters, some little splatter ones. So we've covered everything here because I've got butterflies, I've got circles, we can use the splatters, we're using stamps, and we've got the marker pens here, and that's our colours. So also on top of that, I did find this, but I don't think I'm going to use that. It's a pot of jam, but no, I don't think we'll use that, so I'll put that out of the way for the minute. And then last week, if you have followed me, we made, I'm just going to move my pad over just so that this is all out of the way, and I can pick it up when I need to use it. So last week we made some leaves, just painting them on some watercolour paper. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that again with butterflies. I don't know what I'm doing, so this is what I came out with. Please don't laugh. Because I didn't really know how to do them. So I did some butterflies, and I kept to the same 2 colours, 3 colours rather. So this was my very pale one. I mean, that's the pale blue. They're not great. They're really not great. But I just had a little play. I've never done them before, and I thought, when I was looking at the leaves, I thought, you know, I could just have a go. Anyway, I have. So whether we use them or not, I don't know, but they're there. And then that was my colour palette that I was using for the paint. And I thought, you know, it's very close to what we're supposed to use. So that's the plan of action. So I'm going to get this out of the way because I've basically got an old piece of printed paper and I've gessoed it. I've gone over and gesso. So it's exactly the right size. Or is it a little bit big? I might have to just chop a tiny piece off that actually. So I'm going to put this out the way because I'm going to work on it. I'm just going to get my trimmer out quickly because I'm going to take a little bit off that. So I have done a lot of the prep work, so I'm hoping that I'll get the video done relatively quickly, or not too slow for you. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit off this because I don't want it to hang over the page. And yeah, I just gessoed this, and I did that last night so that I would be ready to just do my page with you. So let's get rid of that, pop that out the way. So this will give us a base to work on. Right, so let's get our bits out and see exactly what we're going to use, because I'm going to make a background first before I put my butterflies and my circles and things on. So let's have our prompts here and the colours there. Let me just see if you can, I put my pens there. So we've got that's the colour prompt, and that's the prompts. Right. And these are aqua markers, so they're, oh, that's flying around already, isn't it? Pop that there. I don't want to shut the door, because it's currently something like 29 degrees. So it's quite warm. Right, so what I'm thinking is I am just going to cut this, and it hasn't got to be I'm just going to do it into bits. I'm going to cut some of this. Again, I'm not doing it in any particular way. I just want a piece of each of it. What material paper this is? Just found it in my stash. Right. So, don't really have much of an idea of what I'm doing. I'm just going to go with the flow, okay? So I'm just going to stick some bits down randomly as my base, and then we'll go from there. So I've just cut them at an angle, and I'm going to try force myself to place them randomly rather than neatly, because that's my not downfall, but that's my sort of comfort zone thing, is to place them all really neatly. So I need to try and just move away from that slightly and just get a bit out of my comfort zone. I'm just making sure that I've got my whole, yes, didn't want you to have half of the picture. So how's the weather for everyone? I'm hoping you've all got this lovely weather. Now I'm recording this a few days in advance because I'm not around for a few days, and I thought I'll just pop a few videos for scheduling. Did I stick that one? Yeah. So this, you know, so that I'm saying it's hot today, it is, but it might not be for you, and it might not be when I put the video up, but I wanted to get this out. So there we go. So that's just my base. So I'm just looking at that for now. And then what we're going to do is, I'm not going to do the stamping with the splatters and the circles yet, but I am going to have this one with the butterfly on. Just get my stamping block out. And I'm going to do a couple of different colours. I will use the black, but I'm not sure how this starry night will come out. So we'll have a look. So I'm not really sure how juicy that is, to be honest with you. But, oh, yes. Now it does look slightly different colour than when I put it on that paper. Oh well. That is a slightly different blue now, isn't it? Oops. Hopefully we'll get away with that. Right, let me just wipe that stamp because I want to try this apricot. Gosh, I hope that's not going to be too bright as well. I mean, another thing I can do is with the aqua markers, I can always use those. So for instance, I'll show you the broad or the brush. Let's go for the brush one. Brush, yeah, there. So you can always, if you haven't got the right ink that you want, you can always just pop a bit of that on like that. Excuse my colour of my water because I've just I've used it to make my butterflies. So there, and then right, okay, disregard that because that didn't come out. No, do you know, I wonder if it's because I'm doing it on top of gesso. It does work, but do you know what, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to try and wipe it off. I'm splatting it on. I'm covering the splatters then, aren't I? A bit of it came out there, but right, disregard that. Ignore what I've just said. I have done that before. It's either the paper or it might be that this is raised. I don't know. Right, let's try this apricot. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I've even used this one before. No, I haven't. It's got a seal on it still. There we go. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too bright, because when it does look a bit brighter, but I'm hoping that that's sort of, we'll go for it. All right, we're going to go for it. Okay, it's not coming out. I mean, that one came out really well, but I think because of the different, just clean that off quickly with my cleaner, because of the different levels of the this is good if anyone's rubber stamp cleaner, and it's really, really good. I can't remember where I got it from, but it is very good. StazOn cleaner, but it cleans the stamps brilliantly, and it doesn't matter what colour you've put on there, they come up really clean. Right, so let's pop that out the way. Let's have a look at our little butterflies that we've got. I think I'm going to have quite a few on with the ones I've already made, but I have got a little one here which is quite cute, which you could put on actually. So let me get my other little splatters and things out here. So we've got to use the marker pens as well, haven't we? Right, so this one, which is what we've just done, so I'm going to try it a different way. I'm just going to put it on my stamping block like so. I'm going to add a little bit of water. That just spread everywhere. Let's get a brush. Let's get that one out. That's not very wet. Now I'm just wondering if I can just go round these blue bits. You're probably not going to see a lot of this anyway, because I'm going to be covering it up. So I'm just going to go around the blue. Just use what I've got on there. Do you know, even the wind that's coming through the window, the door, is warm. You know, that sort of heat when you get off the when you go abroad and you get off the aeroplane and it's like a hairdryer and it hits you in your face. It's that sort of heat that's coming through. Right, there we go. Let's pop that back. Let's get rid of that blue on there. Right, let's pop that out the way. So where did I put my prompts? Okay, so we're all right. We haven't got butterfly. We have actually got butterflies on there. We haven't used the circles yet. Done a bit of splatter, but we'll do some more. I've done some stamping and we've used the marker pens. Okay, so I've got these butterflies. Oh dear. I'm just wondering if we could do you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to have a look at this one. This is quite pale. Pop a bit of water on that. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I am going to get this baby wipe, only because I got it there. No, it's not coming out very much, is it? So what I might try is a bit of that with a little tiny bit of water. And let's I just want to take away some of the white. Okay. I think if we use the dark blue, that is going to work a bit better. That's quite juicy, this one. What else I'm thinking as well? Get a bit on there. Splattered the wrong way, didn't I? Do you know what I'm thinking? I wonder if I do it like that. Just put that on there. Now, when you want it to splat everywhere, it doesn't. Typical, isn't it? Okay. Okay, it's not. Right, that one's actually stuck to that. So that didn't work at all. I'm not doing very well here today, am I? Quite frankly. Let's try that again. Right, that's a little bit better. Right, I think we'll give up on that. We'll give up on that for now. So, circles. I've got loads of these little circles. I'm not going to stick them all on, but I am going to stick some. And they've got butterflies on them. You can just see the butterflies. So I'm literally just going to go. Yeah, most of them have got butterflies on them. Just going to go across my page in various places with them. And stick them down randomly. Again, I mean, it looks a mess at the moment, to be honest. I mean, if I was looking at this, I'd be thinking, gosh, what are you doing? You know, we've got bits of lines and all sorts. Paper that's been cut at an angle and splodges of paint everywhere. And yeah, it looks a mess, I have to say. But as I say, and it probably gets a bit boring, trust the process, but really it is a thing. Trust the process. Right, I'm going to do one more, because from what it is now, and you start adding a few bits and pieces, it soon picks up. Right, I'm going to leave it at that with the circles. Don't need all of those. Don't forget, I know I've got the other butterflies, but I've got these ones as well. So those could go on at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue in some different places. I might not use all of them, but we'll see. There we go. Pop those on. As I say, yeah, don't laugh at these. I'm laughing for myself at them. Because seriously, I'm giving it a go. Hey, it's all about taking part, isn't it? It's not always about winning the game. It's just about taking part. And I've had fun. It's made me laugh. And at the end of the day, do you know what? That's all that really matters, is that you can have a laugh. And if I've, you know, made someone else smile when they're listening to this, my job is done for today, because I've made someone else happy. Not sure about that one. I'm gonna have to. No, I'm not. I don't like that one. I'm sorry, Mr. Butterfly, but you're not made the cut. Right, these three I love. They're going to go on right at the end. So I have got left my little butterfly, which I put somewhere there. So let me just get I've got another little block there. Hands are filthy. So I'm going to stick with that orange for now. Oh, pop that down a bit hard. Ah, yes. See, that's lovely. Like that a lot. And this is just Colourbox apricot. One more of the orange, and then we'll pop that one away because we've got quite a bit of that, I think. We've got third generation. Let me just wipe that clean. So that's that one out the way. I'm going to bring some black in for the splatters. I'm going to do some splatters at the end, but this is just oh Lord, I am making such a mess today. Honestly, the day I don't put gloves on, I mean, look at the state of my fingers. Splat, splat, splat. There we go, that's that one. I'm going to have to wash everything after this, aren't I? Let's get that one out the way. We've got a little splatter as well. Now let's try the blue. Bit of a splat. Comes up quite well on the orange, actually. There, look. Yeah, let's put some on there. There we go. Splat, splat. Right, let's get rid of that. Just give that a quick wipe. Got everything open here. Glue. Put the lid on that for a minute, otherwise that'll dry up. And we've got circles. I know I've put circles on with this, but I do like these circles as well. I'm just going to show you because they're really quite nice. Because they're a mixture of a circle and a splat. See? Yep, like that. I hope you can see the bigger picture. We've got some tiny little circles. Right, stop there, Jenny. Otherwise it's going to be too much, isn't it? And then let's put the lid on that. Let's put the lid on that. I've used everything that I wanted to there. I've got these butterflies. I don't want to splatter these though, so I'm going to leave those till last. And then I think what we are going to do, I'm wondering, I wonder if I can splatter with that. Don't think I can. Don't think I can splatter with that. So what we could do, is put some of this on here, like so. Add a tiny little bit of water to it. Fill my brush up with it. There's enough on there. Not sure I've done enough, but we'll see. I'll tell you what else I can do as well. Is do that with the stamping ink. Put a bit of water on that as well. Mix that in. Let's get that soaking. And then let's see. There we go. I'll be splattering everywhere, all over my desk, all over me, everywhere. We did get a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, there's a few. We'll sort that out in a minute. However, I have got a Posca pen in white. I'm wondering if this blue... It's not far off, is it? Look at that. I bet it doesn't want to come out. You know when you want to splatter something? doesn't want to, does it? No, can't splatter that. Never mind. Never mind. The white one does sometimes splatter. Look, there we are. Not much. Just a little bit. Tiny bit. I could do with some more, couldn't I? How long have I been on this? Oh, I've been 30 minutes already. Right, let's... I really wanted some more splatters, but I don't think I'm going to get them. So, we have used butterflies. Yes, just want to put my last butterflies on at the end. Circles, yes. Splatter, yes. Stamping, definitely. And marker pens, definitely. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put that one there. And then I'm going to put that one there. And then we've got the sentiments. So let's just cut those out quickly. And we're done. Sorry, it's gone on a bit longer. I thought I'd be quicker than this because yes, I thought I'd be quicker than this because I'd already got quite a bit of stuff ready. Good job I did get that ready then, because it would have been even longer. I didn't want to go over the 30-minute mark. And I think I have by a couple of minutes, so let's get that on there. Don't actually mind that I've got ink on my fingers and it's going onto the... I'm just going to cut that at an angle because it matches the paper that I did on that one. Just winging it now. That is us today. Absolutely just winging it. Right, there we go. So that is my week 2 mixed media challenge, using my prompts and the colour palette. And I don't think I've done too bad. So I hope you enjoyed, everyone. I'll just give you a close-up. You can see sort of what I've done. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like button if you did. And take care, everyone. Crafty hugs. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.